The Emerald City of Seattle sees the Seawolves return home to host the only undefeated team left in 2026. What a blockbuster to kick off Week 5 of Major League Rugby. It's the Chicago Hounds taking on Seattle here at Starfire Stadium in Washington. Hello and welcome to Tequila. I'm Dallin Stanford, former US Sevens international. Alongside me, former Australian Sevens speedster, Mark Stabina. Brilliant to be with you, my friend. Let's take a look at tonight's lineups.
Thank you, Dallin. Only one change to the Seattle pack since their narrow loss to California last week, as Khaleesi Molly is promoted to play flanker, moving Manu Redlingace into lock. And Dan Creel returns from injury to boost the back line at inside centre. Brand new addition to the Seawolves squad, Drake Davis, will add some power and speed on the right wing tonight. And for the visitors, a few changes to the Hounds pack, who crushed New England last week, with prop Charlie Abel, lock Nathan Denhout, and flanker Mac Jones being rested and replaced by Wilton Robolo, Brandon Harvey and Matawaro respectively. 4 changes to the back sees Basker get a chance at scrum half, Videla and Lewitz into the centres, and Peyton Wall steps onto the left wing for Jason Tidwell.
Well, we love keeping an eye on the development of local US talent. We have 2 sensations opposing each other on the wing tonight.
Spot on, Dallin. At 6'4", 250 pounds, Seattle's new and exciting addition from Houston, Drake Davis, is an absolute monster. And the Louisiana native is fast, almost as fast as a Dallin Stanford Irish goodbye, especially when it's his round. At 29 years old, could the former American football star be added as a weapon for the Eagles' next Rugby World Cup campaign? Well, someone definitely on that radar is Chicago's Peyton Wall, who has the unenviable task of trying to stop Davis from wreaking havoc tonight. But if anyone can do it, it's the 2025 Chicago Hounds and MLR Rookie of the Year. And he's not too shabby with the ball in hand either. The Indiana native gets his first start for Chicago this season, so he'll be bursting at the seams with a chance to impress against quality opposition tonight.
The Seawolves are ready to entertain their home fans with fullback Duncan Matthews making his 50th MLR appearance. But what has Chicago got brewing tonight? Our kickoff from the coffee capital of the world is next.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
I didn't know whether to slow down.
Okay, thank you. This broadcast is brought to you by CTMS. CTMS Travel, the official travel partner of Major League Rugby. Stop managing travel, start moving. Our referee, David Bosalevu, his first match in 2026. He'll be assisted by Shanda Asmus and Mike Lawrenson. The in-stadium review official, Chris Asmus, husband of Shanda. Temperatures mid-50s and dropping a bit later. Seawolves will be on the right of your screen. Davy Kutzer, a player of note, wearing the number 10 jersey. Chicago on the left in white. The Pacific Northwest sees the #1 team Chicago battle the Seawolves here at Starfire Stadium. The Old Mate Supporters Trophy is on the line. Matawaru with the first take for Chicago. He's an absolute battering ram, a huge unit, that's for sure. On the far side, see the captain, Lucas Rumble, looking like Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Kicked over the top there from Michael Basker. One bounce in the field of play. No, the whistle has gone.
Yeah, thanks.
They'll be happy with that exit, Dallin. Chicago over the halfway line. That's a good way to start the match. Settling nerves. Look at the line-out throw as well. So, early error from Seattle.
Throw there from Theo Faree. 3 tries in the last 2 matches for Chicago, but not a good start. And it comes the way of the home side. That's Davey Kutzer. Rumble is upfield. Andre Warner, one of the standout performers. Here's Ezekiel Lindenmuth. 2 tries in his first 2 matches this season. And the Seawolves, early possession. Down the back line it goes. Duncan Matthews, you mentioned his 50th appearance. 5th season with the franchise. Dievold Kutzer. Good to see him back as well.
Stay back.
Capped 13 times for Canada. They go to the sky, do Seattle. Big jump and a beautiful take. Busting through a few players looking for the offload. That was Peyton Wall. His father got him into rugby, and we're sure happy he did. Here's the Jon Snow lookalike to the ground.
Ball's there.
Canadian captain and Chicago Hounds captain as well. Little dummy thrown there from Mason Flesh, the vice captain. Brother Noah also plays international rugby for Canada. Down the chain it goes. Here's Tion Lewitz. His first game for Chicago. What a warrior he's been in Major League Rugby. Basker with a headgear. Moves it to the left-hand side. Here comes Flesh yet again, the 26-year-old. Hounds Player of the Year in 2024. Redlinghuyse brings him to the ground. And Lorena hopes it was, in fact. To the sky goes Chris Hilsenbeck now. The Flyers putting a few testers up. Puts the contact that one cleanly and not some offside play as well. So reward here for Chicago in the end.
Knock on by you, offside.
Well, that little knock on from Davey Kutzer coming in. I just wonder, Dallin, if that sun as it's setting, causing a few troubles for the Seattle players. Letting him off the hook a little bit, Kutzer, saying that maybe he was blinded as he doesn't normally go up for a ball like that. We know he's spent plenty of time at fullback as well. So,
Okay, let's open up.
How about this start from Peyton Wall?
Open.
First start for the Hounds this season. Injecting himself early with a great run.
He didn't drop that, unlike you, Mark, in your playing career.
Oh, okay, okay.
Here we go. Rookie of the Year in 2025. Got a beautiful stash in that face of his as well. Chicago with more possession to play with. Down it goes from Casares. First carry. Videla hits it hard.
Ball's there.
Seawolves players lying on the wrong side of this ruck. Basker finally gets possession behind the back of Pipoletti. Barreling and able to get up is Theo Faree. Is a bit of an action hero at the moment. It's a 25-year-old. Chicago in white, looking to attack here. Flesh looking to bust free, beautiful hands. Here comes Chicago for the opening score. They're going to get it done. Brock Webster scores for the Hounds, and they start the game like absolute sensations.
Exceptional start, Dallin. This is what the Hounds do so well. Clinical with ball in hand. The way they move the ball around as well is something to behold. Forwards and backs combining. They're really clicking in offense at the moment, the Hounds. Seattle just can't afford to give them any ball, it seems. It was set up by Fury. Thought he was slammed to the ground and just got up and kept going. And that was the key. Got in behind the defense of Seattle, and now they're on the front foot. But what about that ball from Flesh? Incredible to keep the ball alive. Out the back, great angle to see that one. And then the quick hands as well allowed Brock Webster into the corner. They are class with ball in hand, Chicago.
So exciting to watch, averaging 7 tries a game. The extra 2 from the right-hand side from Chris Hilsenbeck. Gets pushed. It's 5-0, 4 minutes gone. The visiting side on top so far. They were brilliant last week in Nashville, and they're continuing their form early doors, Mark.
Well, they are, Dallin. And they've silenced the crowd early. That's exactly what you want to do at Starfire Sports Stadium. Nice crowd there tonight. Perfect conditions. This is a fortress for Seattle.
That's right. They've won the last 18 of 20 encounters here. With their seawall looking to go to work as well. That's Owaru again. Another strong carry from the Canadian international.
Yeah.
Exit from Hilsenbeck in deep. The Seawolves 1-2 so far this season under coach Alan Clark. Clocky knows they're missing about 8 players through injury, but the players on the field are very, very talented. Davy Kutzer is one of those, but the ball does get pinched. It was a very good steal off the deck.
This is another area, Dallin, that Seattle really need to keep an eye on. It's that ruck. The Hounds might be fantastic with ball in hand, but they're also a menace at the breakdown. You have players like Lucas Rumble, that wasn't even him on that occasion that stole the ball. Players across the forward pack, even in the backs for that matter, that are so good at getting over that ball. If you don't put in enough support players when you have ball in hand, well, you're going to lose that ball.
Guys,
As you
look
can
at
see
the
here.
map. Open up.
Kutzer, good little run, and then just gets a little isolated. But that was brilliant work from Robolo. The way he got his body, and he's a big guy too. Hard to shift.
Really is. Walter Robolo, first MLR start since June 2024 when he played for LA. What a stat that is. Chris Latham bringing him into the side here. A few players rotated tactically. Nice switch. Here's Wall yet again, fending a few players. Rips one to the ground. Does Peyton Wall. First appearance this season, 8 in total in Major League Rugby. Works as a server and a part-time snow shoveler. I don't want to live where there's snow, but he doesn't mind. Down to the ground goes Tion Lewitz. Such a strong ball carrier. Mason Fleshoff, beautiful pass to Lucas Rumble. Rumble team of the week, 3 weeks in a row in Major League Rugby. Basker with quick ball for Chicago. Nice quick hands. Now the offloads keep coming. It's Mark O'Keefe, he's a live wire. Matthews cleared out at ruck time. Chicago changed direction to that far side. Here's Lewis yet again. He smashes into JP Smith. The two South Africans going at it.
Come. No. Come. Come. They had a chance of scoring. They had a chance for attacking. You were offside. You tapped them. It's deliberate.
A yellow card, and Rickard Hutting, the captain, will go to the side.
Well, Dallin, that's on the end of just huge pressure from Chicago. I'm barely able to keep up with who's passing the ball here. The ball exchanged so many hands. And I think it was just Hutting just needed to do something to halt their momentum. As if he hadn't, they probably would have scored. So now his teammates are going to have to step up and cover for Rickett for the next 10 minutes. But Seattle shell-shocked at the moment.
Theo Fari for an attacking set piece here. Tomas Casares brings it down and they rumble towards the try line. They're over! Chicago have their second score, and it's the forwards that get the goodies.
You'd have to say it was a mere formality for Chicago. They are on a roll at the moment. Only 7 minutes gone, 2 tries already. And with Rickett Hutting being sent from the field, that meant the forward pack had one less body. Look at the exchange of hands. Hilsenbeck was playing hot potato. Mark O'Keefe storms onto it. He's a strong runner. Videla steps into scrum half. Brock Webster with the quick hands. They have so many numbers down that short side. The confidence at which this team is playing is incredible. Seattle just doing whatever they can to stop this green and white machine. And on this occasion, well, they just couldn't. Look at the Hounds celebrating. They know they're playing well already. And the crowd, once again, silent.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll guide you guys.
A second score here for Chicago.
5.
Again, Hilsenbeck called in to look for the extra 2.
Yes, it's coming.
Correction, Chicago's try, scored by number 6, Mason Flesh.
Great kick.
Conversion is good by Chris Hilsenbeck.
What a start, 12-0. Chicago leads Seattle here. 8 minutes gone in this clash here at Starfire Sports Stadium. We mentioned the crowd who have been so important and so vital for the Seawolves side. Well, they need to get back into this game, and so do their side.
Yeah, Dallin, we talked to head coach Chris Latham, and he said Seattle are a different team when they play at home. So this was definitely a tactic of Chicago's.
Kickoff goes to Awaru yet again for the 3rd time in this game. The big frame, 17 caps for Canada.
Use it!
Born in Canada, raised in Zimbabwe, where he first found rugby. Went on to represent Canada in 7s and 15s. Michael Basker kicks downfield. Good relieving kick, and this time it's fielded in the field of play, just on that touchline. Nice take here for Seattle. Chance for Paddy Ryan now to go to work. Gerald Kotzer is there with him.
No, play.
Warner, been a standout last season and this season as well. To the line goes Ignacio Piculo. Up the middle, beautiful run from Dan Creel. Great to see him back.
No, he needs on the
Penalty
ground.
for Seattle.
His knees was
Now a
on the
chance for the
ground,
Seawolves.
Oof. Thought he might have got away with that,
Knees on the
Videla, Dallin. Bustling run from Creel. Aren't they happy to have him back as
Off
well,
it.
Dan Creel. Big number 12 for Seattle. Welcome return for him in the centres. Teaming up with Rousseau there, you see his centre partner.
3.
Santiago Videla for the Hounds did extremely well to get himself over that ball, but the referee seems to think he had a knee on the ground, which counts as being on the ground. You can't play the ball if that's the case. Penalty to Seattle, and boy, do they need this just to settle things down and get themselves on the ball and take a breath.
That's right, Davey Kutzer called into action. 4th player to reach 400 points in Major League Rugby. Top point scorer so far in MLR 2026. Played for South Africa under 20 and managed to call some of his games back in 2019 in Rosario. And here he is in the US, carving up for Houston in previous years and now at home here in Washington. See him blocking his face there with a bit of sun shining into his eyes. Big strike from Davey Kutzer. Excellent kick, and they're on the board in this game. Chicago lead 12-3 after 10 minutes.
So Dallin, Dan Creel, right up the guts. Videla, the opposite number, straight over it, but it's not legal. And this may show right now. Look for the left knee.
Yeah.
Or was it the right? It may not have been on the ground, but it doesn't need to be. It can be resting on the player. You have to show that you can support your own body weight when you're trying to steal the ball, Dallin.
That's right. We've got some socials coming in here. There are two kinds of people. Those watching MLR 2026 tonight and those that should be watching it tonight. Well, Waffle House is again. Waffle House is one of my favorite characters on social media, creating brilliant content. And you're so right, my friend. Brilliant to have your company. And don't forget, you can join the conversation using the hashtag MLR 2026. Give us some chirps, give us some shreds. Let us know who you're supporting.
Waffle House, modern day philosopher, I think. Don't you? He's up there with the Roman Stoics.
He really is. He'd been almost on every game, I think. Chicago, the Hounds, the side that have never beaten Seattle yet. 4 previous encounters, 2 at SeatGeek Stadium in Illinois and 2 here at Starfire. But this is a different looking team. The only undefeated side so far, 3-0, 4th year in Major League Rugby. Take at the front of the line out from Flesh. Quick hands, Wilsonbeck looking for the loop around. They go into the contact though. Basker, quick ball, Fari around the fringes, big collision. Lindemoose says, not today, my friend.
No, advantage, not
Such a physical battle. Clarkey and Latham, both coaches, said that's what it's going to take. Here's Brock Webster on the outside. Beautiful breakout. Peyton Wall now for Chicago. Here they come, the Hounds flicking infield to play. O'Keefe is there from the right wing. Basker looking to link up. It's a cross kick. Santiago Videla. And it finds the way of Flesh. Back to Videla. The international flyer from Chile hits the deck. Again, it's quick recycling. Fari, who's had a standout game so far. They finally bring him to the ground. The Hounds again on the front foot, this time through their captain rumble. 65 tests for Canada.
Stay.
Playing with such confidence and such rhythm as well. Webster yet again. The MVP from the final last year for New England, now with his new team. Owero with a beautiful offload. His Canadian teammates been pinched this time though from Seattle. Their crowd now looking to roar.
Yeah, counteract is
Reno
good.
Herbst getting heavily involved. Been pinched the other way. Here comes Owero now this time.
No, counteract was good.
And now around the fringes. A little bit of a high tackle here on O'Keefe.
Can I
That's
get the number?
Herbst. Casares goes low. Most line-out steals in Major League Rugby this season. Beautiful offload. Here we go for another score. Mason Flesh, how good are you? Chicago have their third.
Simply unstoppable, Dallin. Chicago Hounds, especially the try scorer. This man here, Mason Flesh, he's been everywhere in this first half. So rightly so, he would find himself crossing that try line. It all started here. Webster, the 2-on-1 out there. Peyton Wall having a worldie as well. Speculator back on the inside, so it was fortunate for Chicago. They brought it back in. We had a little turnover and then a turnover back in favor of Chicago, and that was simple. Basker just playing with the defense, holding it up, and Flesh with the line straight through, clicking this team right now. Seattle have no answers in defense right now.
Unbelievable scenes here for the visiting side. They were on the road last week in Nashville, on the road again. A short training week, said Chris Latham. Flags go up. It's 19 points to 3. And Mason Flesh scores yet again for Chicago. His 12th try in Major League Rugby.
Lovely front-on view as well. Just getting a little separated in defence were Seattle. Lindenmuth just got himself the #1 for Seattle you saw on your screen. A little bit too wide, and that allowed Mason Flesh to cut back on an inside angle.
And that's Latham right there in picture. Second season with Chicago, but he has laid their foundation last year to the team that he's playing now. They retained over 50% of their players. We spoke to their GM as well, Will McGee, their CEO, James English, and that was key in the offseason as well, to keep those players locked in Chicago. Awaru yet again, a carbon copy of every single kickoff. 15 minutes gone, and already it's 3 tries in the favor of the visiting side. Basker, Lindenwood University product, works at Bay Ridge Insurance, 6 caps for the US Eagles. He puts it up and into the stands.
Seattle right now, Dallin, just need to get their hands on the ball and keep it. Remember, we have Rickett Hatting in the bin. They're a man down. So they just have to do their best to keep the ball away from the Hounds, because we see what they can do.
Yeah, 1 minute left on the Sinbin offence. At the top, it's knocked down on the ground. It's a bit of a loose ball here. Diving on this one is Paddy Ryan. He finally gets it to the ground. Andre Warner now looks to set his forwards. Khaleesi Moley, one of the players, was invited to the USA Eagles alignment camp in February under Scott Lawrence. A handful of players in the setup there. Kick goes high, looking to bring this one down. It was Reino Herbst.
A little fortunate there for Seattle. Easy for me to say when I say that the tactic of just putting it up in the air, creating a 50-50, again with a man down, they might just want to do their best to keep the ball in hand and keep Chicago at bay. Wait for Hatting to get back on the field so they have a full complement.
Alan Clark over there, 6th season with Seattle, joined in 2021, the former Ireland international hooker.
Please welcome back to the field.
And so the Sinbin finally returns. That will be a relief. Rickett Hatting comes back into the fray. His 98th start for Seattle. Record 48 tries. Gee, they could use a couple more from the big frame.
Let's go, come in together.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go, easy.
He'll be fired up after sitting for 10 minutes on the sideline. Now a chance for Hatting. Wouldn't be surprised if he picks this one off the back of the scrum.
Bind!
Wingers coming inside 12.
Sit!
1, 2, 3, squeeze.
Scrum success has been good for Seattle this season. Ball's available there for Warner. Here's Drake Davis off the wing. First touch, he arrived on Monday in Seattle, starting on the wing. That's a beautiful ball for Davey Kutsa, accelerates him to the line. Devon Rousseau is there.
No, you lost it. You want the player.
Chicago in to pinch possession.
You want the player.
It's still available for Seattle. Paddy Ryan now, USA International with 19 appearances. Big clean up there for Reino Herbst. To the right it goes. The Seawolves looking to charge onto this one. Big shot on Diewald Kutsa. The 28-year-old hits the deck with more advantage.
Yeah, thanks.
Ignacio Piculo, the Uruguayan international, just outside the 22. There's Herbst behind the back. Beautiful ball. Duncan Matthews in his 50th finds Warner on the outside. Paddy Ryan slides towards the line. And he's got there. Seattle strike back at home. And listen to the roar.
Momentum coming in. Yeah.
They've come alive. The Starfire faithful. What a treat for the home crowd. Anything you can do, we can do better, says Seattle. The way they move the ball through the hands. Again, forwards coming in, combining. There's Herbst out the back ball. And Davey Kutsa again, mid-tackle. Paddy Ryan does extremely well. He got low. He saw that cover defence screaming across. Got himself underneath them, and fortunately, enough momentum. I thought he might have pulled up a little short there, Dallin. Similar to you on the beach for the beach box.
I have tight hamstrings, I'll tell you what. It has been a physical affair so far. 19 plays, 8. Davey Kutsa from the side.
15 seconds. Yeah.
Selborne College product. thoroughly enjoying his time here in the United States. And what an addition he's been. Can he nail this conversion from the side? Yes, he can. An amazing kick.
Let's go hydration.
Hydration break up
Yeah, water
next.
break.
Time for a short break. Seattle back in this game, but it's Chicago that lead 19 points to 10 here at Starfire Stadium.
Seawolves 10, Hounds 19. We've reached the first half hydration break.
Mine.
All right, Seawolf fans.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted. Unfiltered. Unapologetic. United. Major League Rugby.
It's none other than Second M, row 103, where you at? 103M, make some noise, you want some dick? 103M, congratulations, and thank you to Dick's Drive-In for providing this moment. Make sure you visit your local Dick's Drive-In in order to redeem these gift cards.
Welcome back to Tukwila. 19-10 Chicago leads Seattle.
I'll just
Speaking
blow
to
the
Alan
whistle,
Clark,
then
head
we'll
coach of the Seawolves, he said quarters 2 and 4
Good to go.
is what disappointed them last week, so they need
time
to
to call.
change this next quarter to see how this game goes. Hilsenbeck is ready to go. Chris Hilsenbeck, 22 caps for Germany, also a US international. Son Carl, 18 months years old, watching this one. JP Smith, hot stepping his way around the fringes. Normally see him in the number 9 jersey, playing on the wing this season so far. Behind the back pass from Moley is a good one. Creel looks to go wide, and Davey Kutzer puts a kick downfield for the Seawolves.
Okay, back.
Hilsenbeck returns the favour with his own kick. Brock Webster chasing this one. Good take there from Warner. Seems to be always in a good position. Does the scrum off. Stephen Rousseau, the captain of Even International, played in Rugby World Cup 2023 alongside Free Jacks, Vion Conradi and Leroux Malan as well. A family affair for Namibia. Again, a little chip over the top this time from Kutzer. The chasers are there as well. Oh, so close. Hilsenbeck gets it away to Webster. And Chicago now have O'Keefe on the outside. He's a dangerous runner, Mark O'Keefe. JP Smith comes in and stops
No,
forward
leave it,
momentum.
no, leave it.
Paddy Ryan tries to get
Yeah,
involved as
he fell
well.
off.
Baska gets back into their shape. Casares with a nice ball. This is Oti Pifaletti, 90th appearance in Major League Rugby. His father, Otanili, captain Tonga in the 1980s. Here's Tion Lutz trying to get free. Is the outside center. Seattle bringing the heat
Balls there, no, balls
on the defensive side of things as well. Almost available there for Rickard Hutting.
Away. It's on the ball is on the side, but it's inside. Nah. Yeah.
Here a little exchange between
Yeah, Max
the
there.
referee and the captain of Seattle. Rickard Hutting wasn't happy with that one. Thought the ball was fair game.
No, I said balls on the side.
You said balls out.
Dangerous territory now, Dallin, for Seattle, finding themselves way back up in their own territory.
Yeah, good referee. Bosalevu just again confirming with Rickard Hutting what he said. Chicago. 3 wins, 3 bonus point wins as well. They're a side that know how to score in 2026. Farid goes over the top. It's been dropped this time from Lucas Rumble. Seattle will take back possession here and looking to clear their lines.
Well, they'll breathe a sigh of relief for sure, Seattle. The lineouts have been on point. Wasn't expecting that one. That's always a tricky one.
Yeah.
When a couple of human shields get thrown up and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you find the ball in your hands. So Rumble
stay
just
square.
caught by surprise.
And stability and balance. Yeah.
Last week they were 85% success rate in the line out, Chicago, so
Yeah.
they'll be looking to improve upon that.
Mine.
Yeah, good scrum success for both sides. Chicago 94%, Seattle 92.
Okay, use.
Big set piece. JP Kutzer doesn't kick. Straight away. Beautiful hands. Duncan Matthews in the line from fullback. Penalty. Seawolves.
Yeah. Knees on the ground.
Attacking line out downfield. Small moments, but good rugby there. And Creel getting involved again. We said they've missed him in the midfield, especially with the injury to Mark Bennett. We all our thoughts with him as well as he recovers, but won't take part in the rest of the season.
Such a shame for Mark. Wish him a speedy recovery. Dan Creel, that's a huge boost. He's been instrumental in the Seattle success previous seasons.
Yeah, just open up.
Hitting the line was Matthews. Fantastic tackle by Videla. And O'Keefe getting in there. But once again, just not keeping his body weight. Referee Veseluvu is hot on that issue today.
Okay, White, this is the first warning. You need to open up. Open up and stay.
So they've got to keep that meter gap. Robbie Abel is the forwards coach for Seattle. Stephen Brett working with the backs. Broccoli guy working with the fans. As they go to the middle. Falls down there for Peculo. It's loose ball. Paddy Ryan looks to pick this one up. The TikTok star on social media hits the deck. Little step there from Diervald Kotzer. Out to Edmonton in Canada. 17 tries he scored in Major League Rugby. Lyndon Muth getting involved again. Warner moved to the right-hand side. Kutzer behind the back ball. Here come the backs now. Here's Devon Rousseau again. Seattle Coaches Player of the Year in 2025, but it's another pinch.
Hold it on.
And Chicago get the penalty.
There it is again, the breakdown. The Hounds straight on that ball. So Seattle really taking it forward nicely, getting some great momentum. In behind the defense somewhat. They've just got to send those reinforcements in and do a better job of supporting the tackled player. Because Chicago, they will punish you. And this is how they'll punish you. Videla again on Rousseau. Strong tackling from the number 12.
Let's go.
Matt Owaru. Quick as a flash onto that ball. And you're not moving that big man once he gets in that position. Not even Dallin Stanford.
No, I've got to commentate him in the game of sevens. He is a bulldozer of note. Here comes Chicago again. Hilson back, a flat ball. Here's Owaru yet again, crashing into the line. He's like a Canadian Zamboni that flattens the ice rink, that big machine that keeps going. Here's Theo Farina. Dion Lewis. Not afraid of the contact as the outside center.
Advantage, not rolling.
More advantage here for Chicago. Little dummy. Rabolo, 46 caps for Brazil. Brandon Harvey, part of Met product. Also coaches at Howe High School. And advantage is not over, so we'll come back to the penalty at the breakdown.
On the 5. Not rolling.
Real arm wrestle at the moment in this second quarter. Trading turnovers, these two teams. See Basker at the base, not rolling away. You can see the saddle player Dan Creel just loitering.
So there he is. He can flatten an ice rink. I tell you what. Leave the Zamboni machine.
Zamboni.
Zamboni, that's what it's called. That's right, yeah.
Okay.
The Canadian.
Yeah, thanks.
What a player, what a character. He knows the camera's on him. See his sticky tongue out as well for us. There he goes. Family watching back home. Big support for the Chicago Hounds and, of course, local fans here for Seattle. Set piece goes over the top this time. So some lineouts not going according to plan for Chicago. They still keep possession, though. And Tomas Casares, Major League Rugby champion 2023 with New England. Rabolo crashes into the line, does a 30-year-old. Chicago again in enemy territory. Basker. Here's Lewis carrying hard. Former Legion and Houston Sabercats. Owaru takes on Lyndon Muth.
Now he's making an effort. Ball's there.
The wave continues from Chicago. The men from the Windy City. Viadella behind the back.
No.
Here's Hilsenbeck.
No.
Rana Herbst brings him to the ground. Frankenstein with a good tackle. Here's Webster with a lovely inside ball.
Tackle, please. Please.
Knee on the ground. This ball is there yet again. Pifaletti charges onto this one. Played with his brother in Major League Rugby. Here's Webster at a standing start. There's nowhere through. Picula throws him to the ground. And Fareed comes in. Seattle fighting with every play. Flash hit hard this time. Nowhere through for the try scorer. Lewitt, short ball through the gap. Very flat pass. We play on. Here's Rumble. Flash yet again, looking for the big pass. This time decides to keep it. Beats one, still going. Mason Flash.
No, he lost it.
What a talented player he is. Basker goes to the left. Here's Rumble now. Chicago knocking on the door for the 4th try. Santiago Videla.
Ball's out.
Such a long passage of play. Sir Fareed charges upfield. Phase after phase. Oworu now.
Stay on side.
Pifaletti comes in to help out as well. Fossileva says use it. Does the referee. Chicago pick and drive. Going to their forwards now.
Shift.
Rabolo. Another short ball. What can they unlock here? Very close to that try line. Another pick and go.
Thanks.
Basker rips it away. Inside pass. Hilsenbeck goes out wide. O'Keefe. He's in the corner. A 4th try for Chicago. The forwards do all the hard work, but Mark O'Keefe gets the 5.
Another wonderful team try from Chicago. Inching their way forward through the pack. So much patience in attack. Here's an example of that. Very flat pass. We said that was it forward.
Which one? No.
Might be reviewed. Play on, said the referee at that stage. The inside pass was great. They're mixing up their passes really nicely, Chicago. And then a valiant effort from Rousseau out wide, but O'Keefe,
I'll go for it.
he's going to be tough to stop from there.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Mark O'Keefe, what a standout he's been. 29 total tries in Major League Rugby. Capped with the US Eagles as well. His mentor is Bruce McLean, one of the legends from New York. Supports the Looseheads mental health organization as well. As Hilsenbeck tries to tack on an extra 2 off the boot. And Chicago haven't been the best off the kicking tee, that's for sure, but they know how to score tries. They lead 24-10, 30 minutes gone.
Chicago's try scored by Mark O'Keefe.
Well, that's already a bonus point for Chicago in this first half.
Well, the Nando's Rugby Fanatic. Now, if that's Nando's, that looks like the logo. That's the South African chicken that is available now in the US as well. Firstly, I'd love some Nando's, but yes, not looking good for Seattle. You certainly are correct. Use that hashtag MLR 2026. Send us a message and you'll be featured on this brilliant broadcast. Always a pleasure to have your company. As Oworu yet again sets up on a run. What a beautiful pass on the outside. Trying to stay in the field of play.
Knock on.
Yeah, whistle's
So
gone.
knock on first by white. Okay, knock on by white. Knock on by white and black.
Alan, Seattle might want to rethink this tactic of kicking to Oworu. Kickoff.
Hey,
That big man, the feet on him.
just let us control it. We've seen it. Yeah, it's double knock on, and then you'll see it.
So again, off the kickoff, just shrugs off Davis, draws into defenders. Rousseau does well. And then it's a little mess. This will be a great angle for us. There's the pass. Peyton Wall coming in, and then you can see the Chicago players like, we didn't touch it.
Mine.
Tonight's team here, college night. Earlier this evening, we saw the Central Washington University Cougars play the University of Washington. A celebration of the 2 brilliant colleges as Drake Davis sets off on a run, drops one to the ground. Hilsenbeck was in the way. Here goes Rickett Hutting now. A couple of big carries here from Seattle. Moley now. The Seawolves need a response. Kutza. Duncan Matthews takes on O'Keefe. Supporterized and Devon Rousseau. Good hands. A beautiful short ball there from Manu Reerlinghuis. It's loose and a dummy there from Hutting yet again.
Yeah.
the veteran skipper, the original Seattle player. Still going strong in 2026. His wife and family here watching as Matthews loops around. Flesh hits him hard to the ground. On the hunt for their second try. Ignacio Piculo joins from the Chicago Hounds, so going against a couple of old teammates of his. And it has been one physical battle so far in the opening 30 minutes. Davey Kutzer trying to dance his way free. He'll be good on a nightclub dance floor, that's for sure. Wide ball for Lyndon Muth. The big ball carrier from Apia Samoa. Behind the back ball. Batted down there from Rousseau. Here's Paddy Ryan lurking on that far side. Davis on the inside. Can't quite connect. Ball's put through the boot.
No advantage. No, wait. Knock
But
on.
an error.
No advantage.
It'll come back to the penalty. I think it was for a Chicago player not rolling away at the ruck. Referee's arm
Yeah. Okay, wait.
came out straight away.
We'll just stick here for the not rolling away. And we've got time off. We've got a team challenge. Team challenge by Chicago. We've got a team challenge on Chicago.
Team challenge, one per team. That's the current ruling. So let's have a look what our referee David Vosselebu is going to be looking at for this team challenge.
It's a dangerous clean-out.
What was it we were looking for?
Dangerous clean-out by number 1.
Illegal clean-out. Illegal clean-out by number 1. Yeah, get up. Yeah, can I get another one closer?
So looking for the illegal clear out that's happened at that ruck
I just want
time.
to see the point of contact. So we've
this is the
seen,
one
yeah, he's coming in, cleaning out.
that gets hit
off
by
it.
Lyndon Muth.
I just want to see a cleaner view of the head contact, yeah. Yeah.
Tian Lewitz is a tough
Okay.
character.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing
He doesn't often
head.
feel much, so
He's
you
just
know
gone
if he's
straight down.
appealing to the referee that...
High degree of danger
Oh, yeah.
with
Yeah, that is high degree.
on the other side. Chris, do you have a reverse angle on the other side? Yeah. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah. Yeah. So I've got. Yeah. No, I think the second angle will clear this off. So we've got, yeah. Cleaning out. The hands are tucked at the back, shoulders first, direct to the head. High contact, high degree of danger. And I'm going red card. Yeah?
20-minute red.
20-minute red card, yeah. Number 1.
A massive blow coming up for Seattle Seawolves. They
number
were
one?
looking to
Yeah, captain. No, let's
Advance.
explain it. Yeah, let's explain it, yeah. Okay, number 1. Yeah, clear. I'll explain it. Come forward. I know he's on the ground, but he's just gone straight down. The hands are tucked on the side, shoulders direct on the head. I'll give a 20-minute red card for that. Yeah.
a 20-minute red card, and Ezekiel Lyndon Muth
Can I have the mark?
will have to watch from the side.
Already 14 points down, Seattle. This is going to be an uphill battle for the next 20 minutes.
Just
At least they have the halftime break coming up to reset
Oh, sorry.
somewhat, but
yeah, following the review,
cannot
we've
afford
got-
careless plays like that.
a team challenge, correct? So they still have the team challenge there. Yeah. Thanks.
And well worded there from our referee Vosselebu. So that team challenge stays intact for the rest of the game for Chicago.
Back inside.
Their challenge was
Yeah, yeah.
upheld and red card issued.
Yeah. Let's get back.
So it flips things around and Coach Alan Clark for Seattle, of course, will not be happy about that because part of it was sticking to the game plan, part of it was discipline as well that let his team down last week. The woes seem to continue so far here, but as you mentioned, 3 minutes to the half.
And Dallin, that's a clever challenge from the Chicago Hounds coaching staff.
Yeah, open up.
Seattle had the momentum, had the penalty, looking for perhaps another 7 points, but they've reversed it. Because that's a risky play, as you know. You get one challenge. If it's not upheld, you lose your challenges. So that was a big one. 20 minutes with a man down, Seattle now.
It's kind of like when you challenged me to push-up competition this morning. I totally defeated you. You'll never challenge me again. Here we go, Chicago on the attack. The captain gets it away to Basker in midfield. Hard running Awara gets missed this time. O'Keefe flips it wide. Here's Webster now on the charge. The fullback throws a dummy. Fends one to the ground. Matthews eats dirt. Back on the inside is Peyton Wall. Chicago. What a sight it is to see them in full flow. Theo Faree carries hard, does the hooker. Here's Brandon Harvey, the 23-year-old. Perfaletti out of Concord, California. Lucas Rumble yet again, the personal chef, looking to dish it up here in the first half. Harvey again.
Stay.
So much experience in the Chicago side, playing with real flair and creativity. Awara finds the captain. Rumble for the third time in this movement. The forwards around the fringes, that's Mason Flesh, the vice captain. 46 MLR caps, formerly with the Toronto Arrows for 3 seasons. Awara getting very close.
Ball's there.
Chicago on the hunt for a 5th try.
Short.
The forwards a meter out.
Short. On the line.
The Hounds keep driving.
Short. Short.
Perfaletti just short.
No, leave it, short.
Michael Basker looking to dig this one out. Goes to the left, Fiadella, good hands. Webster, big tackle comes in. Duncan Matthews and Drake Davis flying up there, causing havoc.
Okay, Max, off the shoulder. Yeah, just off the shoulder by you. Yeah.
Well, it was off the shoulder of Duncan Matthews, but he needed to do that for his team. Both himself and Drake Davis raced up. They took a chance, and it's ended up paying off. Sure, they didn't get the ball back, but they've given themselves some breathing space. And these hands, Hilsenbeck, he's been doing this all game, just shoveling that ball on into space and giving opportunities like this player, Brock Webster, out wide, all the way up in behind the defense, and now you just see Seattle scrambling to find their shape again.
Chicago scored 8 tries in 2 of their matches this season.
Tackle, please.
It's a nice line-out move to Videla, able to get to his feet and pick up a go again. Brilliant appreciation of the laws of the game. Awara again on the inside. Big Matt Awara from Calgary in Canada. 100 times he's played on the Sevens World Series. He can move for a big fridge. Harvey carries hard. Capped once for the US Eagles in 2025. Videla carries again.
13 blue, advantage.
Big shot comes in from Creel.
13 blue, never onside.
So advantage here for offside play. Webster through the back door. O'Keefe diving for the line. Big collision.
Oh, he might have got there, Dallin. Let's have a look. He is strong, and I saw most of his body was still in the field of play. Let's have a listen.
Yeah.
Grounded it before it went into touch.
Okay, are we going to do the referee review? Yeah. Okay. Referee
Lovely
review?
little flick from Webster. Look at him head in, and he's so strong. We can't see the grounding from that angle.
Just, yeah. Yeah, we'll just review this first, yeah. Get it up.
Dallin, I thought I heard assistant referee Shanda
This
was
is mine.
confident he grounded
This is
it.
mine,
I heard that as well. Let's see the different angle here. This may be better.
Great.
What a pass.
O'Keefe still in. Ooh, no, that looked like the ball and his elbow and arm
Now we're looking at the grounding first. This is for me.
were over the sideline in goal. It's a try-saving effort.
Yeah, let's get the try cleared first. Okay.
From the defence.
So it's not grounded. It's gone into touch in goal. So there's no try, and we've got. So on the referee review, there's no try. It's gone into touch in goal. So there's no try, but there's an advantage here. But we're going to go check for a team challenge on.
So now it's a team challenge. So we're going to check that first.
Yeah, yeah,
We're finding out.
yeah, yeah. So it's a team challenge for Seattle. Yeah, there's another thing that's been called out here. I don't know. Guys on the bench are calling it.
What? Stevie.
And then just one other thing. We can't say tackle and release and then the same guy plays the ball.
No, he left the ball and he stood up again and played it.
Another team challenge issued. We'll see soon what it is. 24-10. 6 minutes to the half.
Duncan Matthews with that try-saving tackle. That at least prevented the try, but I think under review is a challenge from Seattle further back in the play.
1-6 contact to 7.
Yeah.
Whereas
They got that. They got that.
yeah,
They
we got that now. Yeah.
And remember, Dallin, the challenge needs to be for an infringement within 2 phases of the final play or the try, even though it wasn't a try.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, yeah, put it up.
So that was no try.
Yeah.
So potential high tackle here from Seattle.
Yeah, so there's 6 wide. Ah, I've not seen anything there on what. Yeah. So there's no foul play at all. So okay, so following the challenge from Seattle, there's no foul play we've seen, so they lose the challenge, and we'll stick with the on-field decision with 13 white, 13 blue offside over here on the mark. Yeah, thanks.
So that's Seattle who challenged that, in fact, looking for Mason Flesch or somebody with a high shot.
Yeah.
So they lose their challenge, and unfortunate for them because
Yeah, thanks.
now they don't have it for the rest of the game.
13 blue offside.
Things not going well at all for Seattle. Throwing caution to the wind with a challenge. Remember, they're playing a man down. Red card to Ezekiel Lindenmuth. He won't return until about the 15th minute, I'd say, in the second half. Maybe a little bit less.
But here comes Chicago now. The Hounds in familiar territory. Rolling ball. Peeling around the fringes. Lucas Rumble with support from Mason Flesch. He picks around the fringes. Mason Flesch is over. I call him the debt collector because he'll make you pay. And Chicago score their 5th.
Having an outstanding half so far, Mason Flesch. Proving himself unstoppable. He's been everywhere, both in attack and defense. Just too much pressure from the Hounds. After Seattle losing that challenge, it was already a penalty. They didn't get the try in the corner, but it came back. Offside was the ruling against Seattle. And so this close to the line, they're just proving their worth. Retaining the ball so well, supporting each other at the breakdown. Seemingly impossible to create turnovers. against this Chicago team. They're on fire.
Ilsenbeck, the 34-year-old. Plenty of practice off the boot. This time nails it. And it's 31 points to 10. 2 tries for Mason Flesh. Played for Pacific Pride in Canada. Former Toronto Arrow as well. Here Chicago is on fire. Sheesh, that's certainly right. Slim Tucci, my friend. Legend on the field and now a legend on the socials as well. Make sure you use hashtag MLR 2026. And you can be like Slim and be on the telly. Nice take here from Casares. Chicago has proven this season they're a side that can be so physical with deadly weapons out wide and some amazing forwards. Basker pops it over the top. Seattle, nice take there from Duncan Matthews. Former South African under-20 player. Drake Davis is the only backline player for Seattle that didn't go to the Blue Bulls Academy in South Africa. Davy Kutsa flips it away. There's JP Smith with a little goose on the outside. Support comes in the frame of Dan Creel. There's Rickett Hutting now to the line. Behind the back ball. Davy Kutsa behind the flick as well. On the outside, here comes Devon Rousseau. Big, strong tackle and an intercept as well on that far side. The crowd on the edge of their seat for Seattle.
Yes, it.
Just at the last moment, a hand from Chicago got involved. And O.T. Pifoletti slows things down for the side from Illinois. Their 4th year in Major League Rugby. Assisted coached by Jamie Beamish, Noel Reid and Matt Wagner. Chris Latham, their head coach. Former Wallaby, 78 caps for Australia. Basker down to the halfway line, well positioned again as a fullback. Matthews bursts through one. Strong carry from the fullback in his 50th appearance. Urano Herbst, 6'6", 260 pounds. His wife Boudin watching, and young daughter as well. Down the chain it goes. Again, JP Smith heavily involved. And MLR champion with the Seawolves. A short line, Rickett Hutting. This time the wall is able to bring him to the ground. Piculo, the 27-year-old, played with Penarol in Super Rugby Americas. Here's Davy Kutsa again. Matthews, JP Smith. The backs doing absolutely everything to see if they can get another line break. Reerlinghuis pops it away. Piculo in another movement again. Warner with a quick possession. Kutsa behind the back. Big contact coming on Devon Rousseau. Man from Windhoek, Namibia. They recycle well though. Here's Moley again. The flanker looking to get loose. Formerly with Utah. Davy Kutsa nowhere through. Casares brings him to the ground. Again, it's Reerlinghuis. The 33-year-old outside of Klerksdorp, and Tion Lorch with a pinch. Beautiful stuff from the center. And now hoof downfield from O'Keefe for Chicago.
Oh, it's in. Play on.
Still going with a pickup. Webster's there. Error 404, defense not found.
What was it?
And Chicago stun the crowd here in Seattle.
You did it wrong?
I reacted too early.
Oh, I'm speechless, Dallin.
Okay, we'll go for referee review.
We're going to have a review, but let's just talk
the
about
bowling
that
touch?
play.
Before the grounding.
Much better from Seattle, but then the turnover. Hoofed downfield. Somehow it stayed in the field of play. Brock Webster on the chase. Let's have a listen.
If not, we'll stay with the try.
Not sure what they're looking at. Seattle just switched off.
Well, there was nobody home.
Yeah.
That's right, the turnover. Everybody was involved in the attack. So I guess a quick turnover, and then O'Keefe had the presence of mind and the vision and the execution to put it down. This bounce could have gone the other way. Everything's bouncing the right way for Chicago right now. Webster, class.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's clear. Yeah. Referee review. Ball wasn't in touch. We'll stick with the try.
So they were looking at whether the ball went out, Dallin, and miraculously stayed in.
Well, I stopped talking for a second, and then it was back in the field of play. Luckily, I wasn't defending back there. Smokes, what a try.
So here's the turnover, just no way through. So great with ball in hand, Chicago, but equally up to the task in defence. And then Lewis somehow gets his mitts on the ball. O'Keefe sees that no one's home. He still had a job to do, but there is cover defence coming across. Kutza had a huge task because Brock Webster is lightning.
Webster a flyer for Canada in 7s and 15s. And a Major League Rugby sensation. Hilsenbeck keeps his head down. Beautiful strike.
Half time.
Successful. It's half time in the Pacific Northwest. And it's all Chicago so far after 40 minutes. They've scored 6 tries. And they lead Seattle here in week 5 of Major League Rugby by 38 points to 10. Time for a short break. We'll be back from Tukwila in Washington soon.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Dallin, this was the 30th minute, already 3 tries on the board for Chicago, and then O'Keefe in the corner after some great play by both forwards and backs, yet again combining so well. And this brought up their bonus point, so they were streaming ahead. Some stats as well for you. These two teams, look at the carries. They've just held the ball so well, Chicago. 11 breaks. That is also due to missed tackles. 24 defenders beaten. Seattle really needs to tighten up their one-on-one defense, and they are being made to tackle. Just had another one tick over there on the board. So still tallying up these results. Not having to tackle too much, Chicago, because they've got all the ball.
Time for another short break. Chicago lead 38-10. We'll be back from the West Coast. Stay with us.
performance that our fans, family and supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
I'm Licky.
Welcome back to the
I'm
Pacific
Charlie.
Northwest. Our
I'm
fans
Nacho.
have been central.
I'm Maris. And together, we're the 10th
And
Ave
the
Boys.
Okay, so it's Friday night. Who's most likely to be up till 4 a.m. playing video games?
Nacho.
Probably not.
Nacho, he's the only one with a PS5. Skate.
Okay, what's everybody's Chick-fil-A orders? Let's hear it.
One spicy chicken sandwich, regular sandwich, fries, Oreo milkshake, chicken nuggets.
I've only had Chick-fil-A once, and I don't really know the order.
Chicken fingers, the Polynesian sauce, and the Oreo milkshake. If we were to open a Chick-fil-A, here's who'd be in charge.
I'll be the manager.
I'll be the chef. I'll be the security guard. I'll be the bouncer.
I'll be the drive-through person.
Great to see the players having a laugh and the fans can get involved as well. Make sure you follow Major League Rugby on all the different socials, X as well, YouTube. Use the hashtag MLR2026 to be featured as well. Have your say. Let us know who you're supporting and what you love about Major League Rugby. John Payne. Oh, Chicago. That's right. The Old Mate Trophy is on the line. Time for another short break. We'll come back with second half action here. Friday Night Lights will continue. 38-10 the score.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
We're back in Seattle, and of course, who else? Broccoli guy in picture. We need him. We need a big second half from him. We also have Craig Hawkes on the message here. Long-time watcher, first-time tweeter. What do those big men say to each other in the scrum? Well, none of us have really been in the scrum, I'll tell you what, but there are some chirps back and forth and a lot of heavies going at it. That's a great question, Craig Hawkes. We'll have to ask one of the forwards, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of grunting going on.
Exactly. Well, the Old Mate Supporters Trophy is on the line in this game. Chicago also, as an interesting fact, have never beaten Seattle from 4 previous outings. They take the field here for the second half. Chicago lead 38-10, 6 tries to 1 so far. Chris Latham's side have been sublime. They've been very physical and they've been ruthless on attack.
And they've been clinical, you're right. Physical, ruthless in attack, and really solid in defense as well. Seattle threw the kitchen sink at them late in that first half, in the second quarter, and were unable to get through. So just so much patience in defense, even more patience in offense. Hilsenbeck's getting them in the right end of the field. They're just outplaying Seattle in every facet right now.
Well, we'll get to a moment. What do Seattle need to do here in the second half? We're here in Tequila, Starfire Sports Stadium, located on the banks of the Green River. Opened in 2005. The sun starts to set here. Seawolves 1-2 so far this season. Can they come back here in the second half at their fortress? Moley's ready. Dan Creel is ready. Seattle will receive on the left of your screen. In white, it's Chicago. 3-0 so far this season, the only undefeated team. Looking red hot so far, but anything can happen in Major League Rugby. Chris Hilsenbeck has the honors to get us going. Our referee, David Vosselevu, says, hold on. Let's just check in if he got that Chick-fil-A order in for after the game. We saw some of the players talk about it a bit earlier in the break.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, it's in. The order's placed. Here we go. 40 minutes to decide this opening match of week 5. 2 games coming up for the rest of this weekend. On Sunday, New England against Anthem and Old Glory against California Legion. Seattle with this take here. Andre Warner moves it to Khaleesi Moley, the 28-year-old. Went to Harriman High School where he played rugby and ran track. So this kick goes towards the touchline for a Chicago lineout.
I would love to know what Alan Clark said at half-time, as I'm sure you would too, Dallin.
He's one of the
They are
participants.
4 converted tries adrift at the moment. Still with only 14 players. Well, a huge substitute. Actually, I was going to mention, we need to see Drake Davis with some space and ball in hand. We just received word, Dallin, that he has been replaced. Michael Hand coming on to the wing.
Michael Hand formerly with Chicago as well, so again, one of those players going against his old teammates. USA Sevens International. Just getting some attention. A couple of players with some big hits as well. We knew this game was going to be so physical, and Clarkey said it's going to be the battle of the breakdown and the battle of the gain line, which Chicago so far have been up in the first half.
Oh, there's a substitution? There's a substitution. Yeah.
That's Khaleesi Moley on the
So
ground.
the guy subbed now?
2024 Pathways Player of the Year for the Utah Warriors.
Okay, they haven't decided.
Was with the USA Eagles camp in February with Scott Lawrence's Chargers.
Yeah.
So, Dallin, I know I said we heard of a substitution and Davis still in the field. So that's good news for Seattle, I think, because you've hardly seen him and he would want that ball in hand. Well, okay, he's coming off
Make
now.
up your mind, Mark Stabino.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
No, he is
the
coming
information was correct. Thank you to our
There we go.
producers.
Yeah,
they got early word. Maybe Davis just refused to come off. Michael Hand on the screen now is waiting, probably calling over to Drake Davis. Buddy, give us a crack. No, this doesn't look good either.
Oh, it's Khaleesi Moley going to the side, so another injury. They've already had 8 injuries as well.
Time back on, subs in.
Callum Botcher takes the field, second appearance in 2026. Mom lived in New Zealand and told Callum all about the All Blacks when he was growing up. Not the Wallabies, Mark Stabino, where you're from. I'm Dallin Stanford. Brilliant to be with you here for the second half. Chicago rumble us forward. Fourie at scrum off. Viadella rips it away. Tion Lewis goes in midfield.
Tackle, Liz.
Gets a knee on the ground there. And it'll pick through the fringes. Tion Lewis yet again. Finds Webster. Beautiful breakout from the fullback. Brock Webster's beaten 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
Is he over the line? Yes, he is. Brock Webster's a magician. Get me tickets.
No, he grounded it first before he twisted. Yeah.
You heard the wow from me, Dal. I thought Rickard Hadding had made a try-saving tackle, but beautiful movement from the Hounds again. Not the start that Seattle wanted or needed. Going from strength to strength. And Webster is having a blinder of a match.
Yeah. Nah, all good.
Brock Webster. Such a great player for, and that's straight through the middle, Lewis. He's looking to get more ball in hand as well. I mean, just look at the way that Webster evades those would-be defenders coming in. Again, valiant effort from the captain Hadding. And you'll see a wonderful angle here from front on. Dan Creel always in the action, making huge tackles, but then
10 seconds.
Clever play from Lewis there. Releases the ball, gets up, no one in front of him. So Seattle unable to get their ruck defense in order.
Kick sails over as well. It's 45 points to 10. And Brock Webster has his second score in this game. Electric with ball in hand. What an addition he has been for Chicago. We mentioned he won the MLR with New England. That's normally when you don't leave a team. And he's gone to Chicago, and they are looking red hot, as we mentioned. Looking to go 4-0 so far. And looking for their first win against Seattle in franchise history. Tomas Casares with a take.
Use it!
Basker shapes up to kick. Saw Mason Peterson on the field for Seattle as well. We'll get into the other changes in just a moment. Almost taken from Peyton Wall. It flips down here to Matthews, feeds it on the inside. Michael Hand, the second, is there. First touch for him here for the Seawolves in this game. Warner rips it to the left. Botcher gets it away. Down the chain it goes again. Duncan Matthews, the fullback, looking for work. JP Smith. Big hit on Smith. Caps with the US Eagles 10. 110 MLR games. Most cap play in Seattle's history. Rickard Hutting, who almost stopped that try moments ago, crashes to the deck here. Gets rid of Pifoletti. Better stuff here from Seattle. Here's Paddy Ryan into the fray. Tries to get the offload away. To the left. Here's Hutting yet again. Bounces off his left foot. Quick ball behind the back. Creel down the chain. Matthews again runs over one. Takes on Lewis, gets over him. Short ball, Piculo. Seawolves must score next. Creel yet again. A big, strong carrier he is, tall timber. Here's Botcher again, man from Vancouver in Canada. Again, the fourth time is Creel, the 32-year-old. Brother Jesse, a double Rugby World Cup champion with the Springboks. They got to connect in their preseason tour with the Seawolves. Loose ball, and it flips the other way. Pifoletti throws a skip pass over the top. Oh, here come the forwards now. Producing some brilliant handling skills as they hack it through to Chicago. Sits up nicely there for Devon Rousseau. But Peyton Wall's all over him. Brings the big frame to the ground. Seattle have done a lot of attacking. Now got to go back and collect. Redlinghuis. US Eagle, play with Stellenbosch, the Marty's team in South Africa. Penalty to the Hounds. Basker almost went quickly.
Just heartbreaking stuff for Seattle, Dallin. I thought wonderful passage of play earlier on. Everyone getting involved again, inching their way in behind, up in the right end of the field, but just too strong in defense, and those turnovers that Chicago are causing, frustrating the offense of Seattle. And look at them finding themselves tied. They're a man down and in their red zone yet again.
Yeah, you can't play against Chicago with 14 players. Such a burden on the rest of the team. Theo Fourie played with the Brothers Brisbane side, the Queensland Reds, New South Wales Waratahs, Melbourne Rebels. He certainly got around. Now applying his craft here in the United States.
No, closing gap. No.
Seattle closed the gap. Free kick to Chicago. He'll tap this one and go.
Nah.
Folletti wants possession. He's hungry.
Close in.
You may have heard that comment I said about Chick-fil-A. He carries now. Oh, the big frame. A massive shot to bring him down in the 22. Basker has possession. Forwards on the right-hand side. Casares. Awaru goes to the right, but it has been knocked on.
Play, stay.
Little boost for Seattle there.
Knock on.
Some great defense coming in, dislodging the ball. I believe it was Awaru, and hasn't he been incredible too, Dallin?
Yeah, let him in. Subs.
No, it wasn't Awaru.
Blue
there.
19. Blue 19.
Great turnover for Seattle. Still not out of the woods yet. They're going to find their way back up into Chicago territory.
Come.
It's a scrum. They need to bring a front row replacement on.
Let's go now.
It's all a matter of safety.
Seattle.
And they bring in Lerome White, wearing 17. Formerly with Houston. He rejoins, though, Seattle. He was with them in 2018 when they were champions. Don't forget, Seattle, one of the most successful teams in Major League Rugby, reached 4 finals. They won twice in 2018 and 2019.
Mine.
Seawolves beat Old Glory DC. They lost to Anthem in California. That's where they sit so far this season. Big scrum here from Chicago. And a penalty to the Hounds as well.
No. Yeah. Need to be
Well,
behind.
Dallin, we could have predicted that, couldn't we?
Not pushing straight.
We knew that Chicago would have a crack at that scrum. Because they're a man down, yes, they had a front row replacement, but they had to take a man up the scrum. It looked like that far side didn't have a flanker. And that's enough sometimes just to have the confidence to shove
Yeah, let's go.
the scrum, even though you know the ball, it was Seattle's feed. And this is troubling stuff for the home team.
Reese Buddha in jersey 22. Out of King Edward School in South Africa, went to London University here in the US, was Rookie of the Year in NOLA Gold. Qualifies on US residency as well. Midfield scrum to attack with for Chris Latham's side. Basker feeds.
No. Both going down. You went down on your knees too. Let's go again. Yeah, he went down on your knees.
Holding on for dear life, aren't they, Seattle now?
Let's go again. Yeah.
This is where the leaders of this team step up.
You need
You'll
to be
see
legal.
players
Stay
like
up,
Hadding
pushing forward. You just went
doing
straight down.
something miraculous.
Yeah.
Andre Warner now, new leader, Kutza. Duncan Matthews trying his guts out too at the back.
Time off.
Dallin, still plenty of world-class players in this Seattle team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 14 capped internationals. You mentioned all the experience on the field as well. And Chicago is really bringing it. And this is a fascinating duel, of course, because a couple of times Seattle have carried for 10 or 12 phases, lost position. Chicago come the other way and score or get close. Big scrum here. The Warriors at the back.
Mine. Sit.
Options both sides here for Basker and Awaru. Big shove, almost loose there. Some soccer skills here. FIFA World Cup's coming here to the US soon, and Awaru could be in that side. Here's Lucas Rumble getting close for Chicago.
Away, blue.
Forwards digging in. Seattle asked to defend again.
Yeah, stay. Oh, stay.
Ball's there. Basker tells the forwards to get over it. Another pick and go. Rickon Hutting's there waiting. Mason Flesh had 2 already. Peeling towards the line. Chicago. Oh, there. What a score it is. Matt Awaru, the Canadian Zamboni, gets one. And it's try number 8 for Chicago. They can do nothing wrong tonight.
You do not want that man anywhere near the try line. with a low body height. Awaru has been outstanding in this scrum. He knew that would happen. Seattle holding on. That was the early one, the reset. Came back for the penalty, and then Chicago piled on the pressure again, and it came down to this. Awaru just sees that yellow try line, not the white one. But he was strong enough and low enough to get over the white one anyway.
He was, as Reece Burda adds the extra 2. It's 52 points to 10. Matt Awaru scores his first try in Major League Rugby. And the Canadian international, he has really been a menace. What a player on the World Series now, what a player in Major League Rugby.
And Dallin, don't like singling anyone out, but that red card has cost Seattle dearly. And they're still down by a man.
Chicago take the kickoff here. Michael Basker, former Utah NOLA player, played in France as well. 8th season in Major League Rugby. And he comes up here and offside play against Reno Herbst.
Offside. Okay, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Stunning evening here at Starfire Stadium. The crowd, though,
Open up.
will be disappointed.
Blue.
Their team, though, had tried everything in this game. So tough, as you said, to play with that player short. What can they take from the last 30 minutes? Here's Luke White, 100 caps last week, now 101. The legend, as Awaru takes it at the back, finds Basker.
Get me the mark on the 10.
Wood attacks the line himself for Chicago.
Send down the mark.
Here's Luke White crashing into the fray.
All creeping up.
Latham set. He's a role model for the younger players. He's also the world's tallest hobbit. Chicago work on that far side. Faree carries hard. Work with a mobilised charity as well in Australia. Viadella straightens the line. Luke White's there with a fresh haircut as well. Here's Jon Snow. Game of Thrones lookalike goes to the ground, does Rumble, and they go back to their advantage.
Dallin offside. I mean, that's just as a result of Seattle playing catch-up rugby. They're desperate. They're trying to do anything they can to stop this Chicago Hounds steamroller, even if it means pushing the boundaries. And that's the danger. These penalties can pile up. I thought maybe if they gave away another penalty and that try didn't happen to Awaru before, they were facing another yellow card, Seattle.
Yeah, Chris Latham there, an attacking genius. He's all smiles, thumbs up indeed. Well, they've scored 30 points to beat Anthem. They've scored 48 to beat California and 50 to beat the Free Jacks. They're now on 52 as well. They're a side showing their intent this year. They can score from anywhere. Looking to host the second ever Major League Rugby final at their venue at SeatGeek Stadium in Illinois. They want to be there to play in that game. Ownership group includes Peter Burnick, Matt Satchwell and Phil Groves. Casares with another beautiful take here for Chicago. Faree at the back.
Yeah, up now.
Seattle tried to disrupt. There's still Faree. Peels around. Finally brought down to the ground. Here's Luke White again.
Advantage.
9th year in Major League Rugby. He's Pet Swamp Rat watching from home. Or a little kick through, bounces off a player.
Side entry. Him. Side entry.
And another penalty for the visiting side.
They're piling up, Dallin. They're piling up again. The pressure becoming way too much for Seattle.
Side.
So let's see if they can plug this up. They've got fresh legs on the field. That's the replacement's opportunity now to really step up, try and turn things around for Seattle.
Manuel Albert's on the field for Chicago. Lindenwood University product. Scored on his Chicago debut last week. First MLR draftee to 50 appearances. That was with the Sabercats where he was there for 4 seasons. Chicago again knocking on the door. That's Albert with a take, with their headgear on.
Yeah, he's through the gate.
Basker brings us away. Viadella. Good carry from the inside centre, only with Miami. Faree worked so hard in this game. Chicago find themselves in familiar territory as Luke White waits at first receiver. Big Luke White charges upfield. They finally bring him to the ground. His parents Mark and Liz watching. His family as well.
Leave it, Blue. Ball's there, stay on side.
Lewis loops to the left-hand side where Viadella is. Awaru there looking after possession.
Still advantage, offside.
More advantage for the Hounds. Chicago look to have scored here. Right next to the post and try awarded. They're in again. Chicago have their 9th try in this game. And it's their forwards that get it done. Theo Farid with the score.
Can they be stopped, Chicago? It does not seem so. Piling on the points. They are so clinical tonight, Dallin. It's incredible. At line-out time, that's where it all starts. Seattle throwing everything at them in defense. You got some big bodies like Redling Ice, Herbst, Hadding, doing whatever they can, but Chicago just keep getting themselves up into the try zone. You heard the call from some of the Hounds players. That's a try, ref. He's over. Come and have a look, but we're pretty confident. Right by the post, so again, easy conversion.
Subs. White
Little
7.
kiss on the cheek there. Theo Farid scored 4 tries in 3 games. He'll go to the side. What an effort he's put in. A solid 57 minutes. Conversion is successful. 59 points to 10. An hour still approaching in this game. This is week 5 of Major League Rugby. Mentioned the other games coming next week. Seattle will next week will take on the New England Free Jacks. Chicago's will take on Old Glory DC. Those are May 3rd, Sunday. 2 games still this weekend on Sunday as well. We mentioned New England hosting Anthem and Old Glory hosting California Legion. Sunday Night Rugby, get our show with Rui and Claudia Elafato as well. Baska goes high again. Scrum has been very good about driving Seattle back. Davey Kutzik, and he sparks some magic. The Flower beats the first one. Runs into Awaru. Bachar moves it away. Matthews again. Start a step on the outside. JP Smith electric with space to burn. The winger puts him on the front foot. Warner is there. The ball's been knocked on. Unfortunate error for Seattle.
Crowd don't like it. This is just the story of Seattle's night. They do what Seattle does, making breaks like that. JP Smith on the left wing, gets in behind the defense. Matthews, beautiful pass. The starter step, the Goosey, beats one. Lewis to the ground and then just couldn't cleanly get it back. Made it difficult for Andre Warner. He wanted it on a platter.
Seattle facing their biggest defeat at home ever. That is correct. Stormer 10 knows their stats. It is fascinating to see this happen from Chicago, who have never defeated Seattle in 4 previous outings from 2023 till now. History in the making that you're watching. The Hounds look to go wide. Webster with a beautiful pass. Here's Peyton Wall, shoves him to the ground. Gets up, does Duncan Matthews. O'Keefe there looking for work as well. The right wing and the left wing working together. Here's Awaru, now known as Zamboni. Looking to flatten a few more players as the 25-year-old. Scrum off Baska, pops it up high. Chicago come chasing. Michael Hand was there, able to bounce. This one goes loose and goes out.
Little miscommunication there between the replacement. Michael Hand, and it looked like, was it Matthews? Here it is, you'll see it again. Duncan was like, well, do you have it or do I have it? Michael was like, well, should I get it? Do you want it? And then drop ball. And this is just, again, what's happening for Seattle tonight. They're out of sorts, aren't they, Dallin?
Time for a quick hydration break. It's 59-10. Chicago lead Seattle here at Tukwila. We'll be right back in just a moment. Stay with us.
Join us at Watershed FC right here at Starfire for their official post-match
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Welcome back here to Starfire Stadium. 59 points to 10. Chicago leads Seattle. Replacement on the field is Leaky Chang Tung in 16 for Alan Clark's side. Looking to throw at line out time. To the front with Herbst. Behind the back pole. Nice bit of work there from Kelvin. Louis Lamanga. Nick Boyer leaves it behind. He's got the man bun. Off the bench as well. Looking to great. A little bit of an impact.
Well, that was a shame, Dallin. I believe that was Nick Boyer's first touch, and it wasn't an easy pass to bring in. I think Duncan Matthews knows that, but beautiful play from the entire team. The lineup was superb, crisp handling. Just that last pass to Boyer, dipping a little bit. It's a tricky one to bring in.
Nick Boyer, player that glows in the dark. Loves the sun in California where he's from.
Time off.
Just going to check to see one of the players is okay. Ooh, it's David Kutzer. Seattle, we mentioned 8 players out injured. We saw Khaleesi Moli leave the field, and now limping.
There's no more subs.
Davy Kutzer, the superstar, will have to go to the side and get some attention.
Oh, this is just not great news at all. Davy Kutzer, we don't want to speculate what he's struggling with, but hopefully just precautionary at this stage of the game. Do you really want to push it? If it means putting him out for longer than need be. See who comes into the 10 position now, Dal.
Crouch. Bind.
So Nick Boyer goes into scrum off. Replaced with scrum offs, that's for sure, with Warner and JP Smith as well on the side. But it's Chicago ball. Basker. Bounce ball in midfield. Tion Lewitz knocks that one on. And Seattle will take possession back here at scrum time.
Yeah, so you're right, Dal. It's interesting. The little reshuffle now that Kutzer's gone off. It appears that we have Boyer at 9, so I think that'll push Warner out to 10. We've seen him play 10 before at a pinch.
Come on. Let's go.
Okay.
Nick Boyer, what a player, but also co-founder of the Casanovas Rugby. Take part in the famous Rugby Town Sevens where you are there commenting all the time, but also they raise money for the Craig Hospital of Colorado, raising awareness for neuro rehabilitation, which one of his friends, Robert Paler, was a patient at. So, Nick Boyer, huge respect to you, my friend, and what you've created as well in the rugby community. Still needs a haircut. He feeds for Seattle. Lulamang attacks the line. The 25-year-old out of Central Washington University that played a little bit earlier. Here's the big fame from Manu Reelinghuis. Boyer, wide ball to attack with. Paddy Ryan. Out of Kildare Island, hits the deck, behind the back pass. Warner goes over the top, that's a nice ball. Duncan Matthews goes into O'Keefe. Here's Chang Tung, the 25-year-old. The youth worker likes to coach and mentor young people. Charging again is Divandra So. Seattle looking better here with their phases. Larome White, he's crunched by Oworu. Boyer now, he's driven back. Good tackle there from Jake Kinneback. Does well. He's another replacement on the field. Oh, big collisions coming in here. Leaky Chang Tung again, carries hard. Soft hands. Botcher. 10 caps for Canada. Seattle now have Peterson. Mason Peterson returns from a red card. He missed a couple of matches with the dangerous tackle, but that's good stuff. Upfield come the Seawolves now. Boyer looking to go wide. Warner now. Duncan Matthews, the fullback. Again recycling possession. Reno Herbst. Played with the Lions in Super Rugby. Behind the back pole, Warner looked to go over the top. Here's Ryan looking to skip free. Paddy Ryan, beautiful work. Michael Hand, the second on the outside. The flag goes up. Strong passage of play there from Seattle.
Touch.
Much better play from Seattle. Despite big tackles coming in from Chicago. One of them from that man there. Brock Webster scored a couple of tries. But no matter what Seattle do, it just seems that Chicago are equally up to the task. Low two-man tackles. I think this is one coming up now on a big man as well. And that's what they do. They put two men in the tackle. They slow down the ball. Clever little play from Vavau getting in behind, because up until that point they were going nowhere, Seattle. But they keep trying, and this is what Seattle does so well. Late in the game, they're being heavily defeated at the moment.
Yeah.
But at least they can hold their heads high because they keep going. Clever little play. Nice ball from Warner out wide. The feet from Ryan. And then
clear off.
Not a lot of room for Michael Hand, and then Webster clutching at his calf. We hope he's okay.
No, he's coming.
He's been replaced. Why not? He's had a good knock, hasn't he, Dallin?
Yeah, he's on now.
He's been involved with absolutely everything. Unbelievable player to have in your arsenal.
Let's go.
Burns, he's rested minute 67. Speaking of benches as well, Seattle have used all 8 of their subs just to get those fresh legs on. And Chicago now going to the bench for some of their players as well. The Hounds defending.
Nah, sacked. He's sacked.
Again, good set piece to work with. Luke White is there. He's been around since day one in Major League Rugby. Started out with the Colorado side.
Ball's out.
Basker under all sorts of pressure from Botcher. Finds his touch, gets the applaud from his bench.
So another opportunity for Seattle.
Open up,
Let's see if they can be clinical.
Look at the numbers, open up. Let's go, Blue. 7, no, come up.
You would hope at this stage that Chicago are just comfortable. They might take the foot off the gas, but it doesn't seem to be the case at all, does it, Dallin? You can see it from the way that they're applying themselves in defence.
Yeah, let's see what Liki Chang Tung can do with a set piece. Born in Hawaii, raised in Australia. Goes to the back of the lineup. Botcher is there, Boyer. Nice little loop as they go into the fray. Lulamanga does well. 2025 Seattle Young Player of the Year. Advantage now for the home side. Boyer wants to go quickly.
No, here. Here, on the mark.
Very close to the mark.
No, he's over the top.
I know, I hear you, Nick Boyer. It is frustrating when the referee says you're a metre away from the mark.
Just let me play, ref. Let me play. Not dissimilar to Boyer on the beach at Del Mar.
That's right.
Complaining at the ref, and there's no ref.
No, there's no ref. He scores a lot of tries on the beach. Sometimes gives me possession as well to work with my one ACL, hobbling around.
No, you're okay. You're stuck there, but the 9 is come over the ball.
Sympathy pass.
10 to go. Can Boyer and Seattle get on the board next? They've only scored 1 try tonight so far.
No contest, play
through
on.
Paddy Ryan. Yeah, down the fringes they go. Lerome White charging upfield. Good strong carry from the replacement. Boyer goes to the wide channels. Big strong fends as well. Vavau getting close to the line. T.I. Vavau, 24 years young. The local player from Seattle has hands on their far side. Duncan Matthews in his 50th Major League Rugby game scores. A well-deserved try for the fullback. He's done everything tonight, and his wife Kira will be very proud, as well as his son Carter.
Never give up is the motto of Seattle right now. Giving the home crowd something to cheer about. They've been extremely patient as they've witnessed this Chicago team come into their house and just dismantle their boys in blue and green. Vavau was the one that set it up.
Here.
Charging forward, taking 3-4 defenders to put him down. Quick hands from Warner. And that never say die attitude from Matthews. He has thrown himself into everything, as he always does.
Yeah.
Not the biggest of players, but he is not afraid of the contact.
15 to go, 15.
His 18th try for Seattle. Duncan Matthews, and Broccoli guy says, yep, I'm enjoying that. The dancers will continue, giving their crowd something to stand up. Kick goes over as well. It is 59-17. The second score here for Seattle. Nick Boyer has been very good since coming on the field as well. Duncan Matthews, who supports the Happy Bundles charity, which is set up by Dan Creel and his wife Candice. Their charity helping childhood cancer, the young sensations. What an amazing foundation they have set up. 8 minutes to go in this game. Week 5 of Major League Rugby that you're watching. Here's Devon Rousseau. Set up one of the best tries we've seen this season for Andre Warner a few weeks ago. Peterson attacks the line out of University of Arizona. USA Maccabee gold medal winner. The ball is loose. Casares comes to pinch things for the Hounds. And now pinch back from Andre Warner. This time it's a penalty for Chicago. And Luke White is happy with his side.
Chicago once again just proving menacing at the breakdown. Warner did well to put his body on the line. I thought he might have got that one back, and he did, but he was isolated, so easy pickings for Chicago just to come over and steal that ball again.
Reese Porter lining up this penalty attempt from in front. Received a scholarship to Linwood University as a grad student. Chicago content to take some time off the clock here. Some tired bodies out there. What a battle it's been. Big boot from Porter.
No.
Pulls it to the left. He thought it went over. By the way, the score remains 59-17 unless we have a check.
Nah. We're okay with it.
He hit me on my chin with his shoulder.
Well, Dallin, now the conversation gets to be had about bonus points for Seattle. Every point counts. The victory might be a little too far-fetched for them, but 2 more tries gets them a try bonus point at least.
That's right, something to aim for to close out this game. Awaru's there. Noah Brown wearing 23s on the park also for Chicago, known as the Crowbar. Jake Kenneback, native Alaskan from a town of 830 people. Point Hope in Alaska. Michael Baska again peppers it downfield. Here's the Crowbar chasing down Noah Brown. Duncan Matthews does really well. Gets through the first wave of defense. Behind the back ball. Warner looking to go wide. Another nice carry there from Devon Rousseau. Vavau looking really good so far. T.I. Vavau, USA Falcons player. East Side Lions rugby as well. Chang Tung provides support here.
Thank you.
Offside play.
No. Offside, nah. Offside.
Chicago penalized for being offside.
That Nick Boyer box kick in quotation marks was quite tactical there, wins the penalty. It was always cynical play from Chicago. And now,
No.
here they come, Seattle. Still plenty of time
You came off him
to get those 2 more tries on the board, Dallin.
Open up, White.
Crowd are back on their feet.
Forwards arrive, Leaky Chang Tung. Nick Boyer, former Hollywood actor, starred in the TV series Baywatch. Or so he tells me. He's at the front of the line-out. Little planned move here. From the forward pack. Botch of the recipient. There's Boyer linking up nicely. Calvin Lulamanga charging upfield is the young gun. Boyer finds Nicky Chang Tung. He carries hard. Lerone White on his shoulder.
Ball's there.
Seattle on the hunt for that 3rd try. Boyer with a dummy. Runs into some traffic. So Duncan Matthews comes into the scrum-off position. Vavau's full of running is the young gun, 24 years old. Carpenter and safety engineer as well in his spare time. Nice pass over the top. Hand is there, but doesn't have space to room to move to operate.
Use it.
He's holding on himself.
Yeah.
Peterson. He cracks it upfield as a 29-year-old out of Long Beach, California. Nice dummy. And again, the forwards doing the hard yards here. T.I. Babao, another carry for the 24-year-old. Birthday on Wednesday, flying into this one. They've lost it though. Seattle.
So knock on into touch.
We're hoping for their third try.
Goal and drop out. Yeah, no.
Before the line.
Yeah,
Just those little handling errors again at the contact.
Even though, yeah, this is the new
Wonderful build-up, multi-phase from Seattle.
Yeah.
Playing some incredible rugby in these last couple of minutes. He was charging on the ball. I think that was Lulamunga. If he hadn't lost the ball, perhaps he would have got a penalty for a high tackle.
Time off.
So it seemed to me, Dallin, but
yeah, even me, I knew.
Still time.
They told me now.
Yeah, really impressed with the youngsters coming off the bench. T.I. Babao was carried really hard in 20 for Seattle. And then, as you mentioned, Calvin Lulamunga coming off the bench. Awara, of course, has been a standout in this game, that's for sure. But the young guns, very impressive for the Seawolves. They'll get possession back here, will Seattle. Buerta with a massive kick. Looks like Nas Buerta from back in the day for the Springboks.
At altitude.
That's right, exactly. He was on the Rugby Hard podcast coming out next week, my friends. Tune in. Yours truly there. Quick little plug as Boyer gets it away in midfield. Warner scoops this one up for Seattle. Botcher flies in as well. He's looked for a lot of work as Peterson gets over the advantage line. Reno Herbst clears out well. Rousseau looking behind the back. Michael Hand picks this one up. Former Chicago player. There'll be some extra tackles on him. That's for sure. Flat ball. Seattle getting into their shape back on the inside. Duncan Matthews scored a great try tonight. Brought down there from Owaru. Peterson behind the back. Here we go. Hand on the outside. The USA Sevens player, Michael Hand, takes on Peyton Wall. The crowbar with him too. Boyer wants quick possession. There is a penalty advantage. I mentioned those two tries. They need two tries in the next 5 to get a bonus point.
Roll away.
Again, some enterprising play from Seattle. Good to see. Duncan Matthews coming in as always. Nice little connection there between Lulamunga and Michael Hand. Out wide, Hand did well to bring it back into the safety. Away from the sideline. Just recycle the ball, taking his medicine. That's what you got to do. And it worked because it put Chicago under pressure and they finally got the penalty. Here we go, Seattle.
Take by Reno Herbst. And the forward pack here from the Seawolves as Leaky Chang Tung with possession at the back. Brilliant rolling maul. They're over the line. Seattle score their third try. And the lights flicker here at Starfire Stadium.
Don't you love to see it, Dallin? Coming charging back in this final 10 minutes of play. Hear the roar of the crowd. And you said it before, these youngsters, these fresh legs, they've really stepped up. They needed to. They've come on the field. It helps that they've got a full complement as well. 15 on 15. Nice tidy line out, driving maul. And Boyer in there to help his man, Licky Chan Tung, crash over the try line. One more try, we have a bonus point for Seattle. They're going to come home storming. You can bet your bottom dollar.
Licky Chang Tung, second try in Major League Rugby. Boyer takes this one to the right. Score 59-22. We mentioned that one try needed. That's what they're playing for. I think that's also the great thing about Major League Rugby as well. Sure, they won't win this game, but that bonus point could be vital as the season progresses towards SeatGeek Stadium in mid-June. June 21 is the final. Major League Rugby final. Chicago hosted the USA Women against Canada earlier today. Canada winning that one. And the women's 15s. Lots of rugby in Chicago as well. We saw the All Blacks take on Ireland. Seattle, again with their crowd coming alive. T.I. Babao with a carry. Botcher behind the back. Warner linking up. Big one over the top. What a pass that is. Duncan Matthews, the fullback, smashes this one through. But well positioned here is Reese Buerta. He finds Peyton Wall looking to unleash. Runs into Peterson. Able to get the pass away. Tomas Beckerman on the field here. The Argentine player at the University of Mendoza. US eligible. His first appearance this season. Up the middle they go. Jake Kinner back in support. Big clear up on Boyer.
Leave it wide. No. He must put
That was a big play from Seattle. Was a big clear out on Boyer, but I think he might have did enough to get the penalty. He had his hands on the ball. Great play from Seattle, and now this kick's important from Boyer. Take a breath. Not the best kick. He's obviously not getting kicking practice on the beach at Del Mar.
No, we don't kick on the beach, really. Not much. Scores a lot of tries. There's Chris Latham looking on here from Chicago. He says their mantra is the Chicago way. Well, they're certainly delivering. So impressed with their 8 tries against California. Their 8 tries against the Free Jacks. They've scored 9 tonight. Seattle go up to the top. Callum Botcher with a nice take. Now in midfield, Paddy Ryan surges upfield. Boy moves it to the left. Wide ball. Duncan Matthews again. Tries to kick through. It's still there. So hits the deck with possession. Niki Chang Tung, fresh off that try scoring feat. Lerome White with him. His 4th Major League Rugby team. It's the Sharks Academy attending there. The Beast Tendai Tamariwa, he says, helped him develop at scrum time. Nice take there from Mason Peterson. National Championship winner with the Austin Huns in years gone by. Seattle looking to close out these last few minutes. Herbst again. At the University of Witwatersrand run past the Cup team. 2024 Dream Team in Major League Rugby. Chicago, though, on the verge of their first ever win against Seattle.
Leave him.
The vow. Can't get through, but able to pass it back. Thought about a kick over there, did Divan Rousseau. Outside centre, gets over the halfway line. Good hands there from Warner. Again, it's Paddy Ryan. Warner again, trying to find space. Lovely stepping here from the fullback. Matthews again. Albert brings him to the ground. Strong tackle. Little kick through. Hand is chasing. Basker has it on the other side. Big kick over the top. Chasers are coming in as well. In the field of play. Looking to go 110 meters. But their 3 white jerseys are out. Divan Rousseau. And that sums up tonight.
It's going to be one final play, but
is it time's up? Final play.
Basker. What a play that was. On the charge again, Seattle.
Last scrum.
A little kick in behind, but Basker cleaned up, and then the kick. Nobody home. It was a chase. Warner got back. Rousseau got back. Did extremely well.
Come on, let's go, dogs! Come on!
You wouldn't want to finish on a 5-metre scrum, would you, being Seattle right now? But they won't stop, Dallin. They'll go right through to the final whistle. Fantastic effort from Chicago tonight. What a statement victory this has been.
It really has. Chicago Hounds are the team so far to beat in 2026. Basker to feed. Clock in the red. Awaru picks this one up. Big man Awaru looking to reach for the line. Try awarded. We're going to check to see if this counts. Awaru says, oh yes.
Referee review.
Let's have a look. My first thought was brilliant tackle from Calvin Lulamanga.
To score the try or no? Yeah. Yeah.
Watch this tackle. Textbook stuff. Stops Awaru in his tracks, but the yellow line is right there. And you heard his teammates extremely confident that he got over the line. That's the angle. Oh, tell you what, we're looking at the yellow line. That is close.
So he's short, double movement. So no try, and we'll go penalty to them for double movement. Okay. So referee review. Decision is no try, double movement, and PK to Seattle.
Dallin, we're not done yet.
So it's PK to Seattle.
Good clear communication there from our referee David Bosalevu.
Time back on.
And double movement it is. Waru doesn't score on that occasion.
No.
And one last play here for
Double movement.
the Seawolves.
Dallin, not only was it a good tackle from Lulamunga, that was a try saver.
So they'll be able to play the line out if this one goes out. That's a massive kick.
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
Double movement. Yeah.
Into Chicago territory. This line out needs to be clinical.
Seattle need one more score to get a bonus point from this game.
Yeah, backwards.
Loose ball, it's played on here. Mason Peterson has it for Seattle. They're at the halfway line. Riedling Hayes with that mop of hair blowing in the wind.
Leave it blue.
Chang Tun flies in to clear things away. Chicago attack the breakdown and looks to have pinched possession. Has the visiting side. Basker will put this one back, and Porta bangs this one out. It's 4 from 4 for this brilliant Chicago team. They win their third away match in Major League Rugby, and for the first time in history, they beat the Seawolves. And they do it in style. It's a 9-try performance here at Starfire Stadium. And the Hounds retain the prestigious Old Mate Supporters Trophy as well. They win this one by 59-22 in Week 5 of Major League Rugby. Mark, what a performance.
Well, that's an understatement, Dallin, really. I'm just here looking and thinking about how Chicago came out of the gates, silenced the crowd early, shell-shocked the home team. We kept saying, this team, Seattle, had all the players they needed to, but Chicago are on fire.
Time for a short break. We'll return with our interviews ready from Tukwila in Washington. It is Chicago 59, Seattle 22.
We wanted to put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.
Welcome back to the West Coast. 59-22 Chicago dispatch of Seattle, and Matt Oworu with a stand-up performance.
He was absolutely everywhere, Dallin. You just watch some of these highlights. He must have made 1,000 tackles, 1,010 hit-ups. Of course, he scored a try. And just showing his skill, setting up some outside players as well. Low tackling, off the right foot. Fancy feet for a big man. You see him at the back of the scrum, those soccer skills as well.
Sounds coming in
he
and
can
out.
do everything, and he really stood up tonight for the Chicago team. Massive effort from the number 8. That was his try. Incredible stuff.
Well, we can chat to him right now. Matt Oworu. Matt, thanks for joining us, my friend. Congratulations on being selected as our player of the match in this game. Listen, it's been good to see you in the Sevens World Series. It's been great to see you for Canada and 15s, but even better now in a Chicago Hounds jersey. I've nicknamed you the Canadian Zamboni. You're flattening people like you do on the ice. Tell us about today's performance. What a game.
I mean, I was excited to get out there. It's my first game in almost 6 months, and, you know, I was trying to just settle the nerves and just, you know, play the game that we've all been playing since we were little kids. It was amazing.
Well, Matt, congratulations. It certainly didn't look like your first game in 6 months. You were immense tonight. And the whole team in general just really looks like they're clicking and firing on all cylinders. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be part of this Chicago Hounds squad right now.
I mean, it's amazing. When they brought us all in, they told us that, you know, we're chasing higher levels than just our competition, and we're really just trying to go out there and show that every weekend. And I think so far we've been succeeding, and I think we got another level to go to, so it's exciting.
Matt, it's been amazing to see the progression of Chicago this year as well. We'll leave you with a final note. Do you have a message for your family and friends watching from around the world?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Shout out to my mom and dad watching in Nigeria, and my family back in Calgary that are watching, and all my friends, and just all glory to God for, you know, no injuries, and let's just keep going.
Matt, congratulations, my friend. Go and enjoy it with your team.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got one more shout out. Shout out to my girlfriend, Jordan. I know she's watching.
Jordan.
Oh, good save there.
Yeah, that's right. Well done. Well done. Jordan will be pleased with your performance tonight. Congratulations, Matt.
Well done, Matt.
Well done.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, Chicago on fire. So many standout players to speak of.
Isn't it frightening? He said, we've got another level to go. We've got more levels, and that just shows the standards. He talked about the standards that this team sets for themselves and the head coach as well. Brock Webster, we have to mention him as well. Not player of the match, but very close to being player of the match. A hat trick tonight. I believe that was his first try. And then this one, I mean, the ball. They got the luck of the bounce. Great kick from O'Keefe, but he did not give up. He willed it back into the field of play, I think, Brock Webster. He stared it down, and he had the pace to outrun all of the Seattle covered defenders, and he had so much to do with this try as well. He is absolute class, Brock Webster. What an acquisition for the Chicago Hounds this season.
A remarkable player. We can now hear from Chicago Hounds head coach Chris Latham. Chris, thank you so much for joining us. Chris, congratulations. It's been so fun to watch your team play this season. What pleases you the most about tonight's performance?
Everyone standing up. You know, we started this season understanding that we were a squad. We weren't ever going to be a starting team or a 23. We were always going to be a 33-man squad, and tonight just showed we are a 33-man squad, and whoever steps in is next man up, and we truly believe that we're upgrading our team this week with the players that came in, and yeah, it was really nice to see them do the job.
Now, Latham, it was an incredible performance, and we spoke to you in the middle of the week, and you said you made some strategic changes. You must be so pleased with the men that stepped in, and those tactics seem to have, they played off in your favour. Tell us a little bit more about moving forward. I know you don't like singling players out, but anybody tonight that pleased you, especially the way they played?
I've got a soft spot for fullbacks, obviously. So, yeah, Brocky really stood up. I mean, yeah, obviously Matty O's been biting at the bit for an opportunity. To see him step up, and obviously man of the match was fantastic. Rabolo, our prop that came in, again, a guy that's just been sitting and waiting. Thomas Beckerman. I mean, everyone that just came in, you know, it's really hard as a rugby player when you train in time after time, and you really want your opportunity and it doesn't come, and then when it finally comes and you're able to stand up, they're big moments, massive moments.
Latho, you retain the Old Mate Supporters Trophy. Who have you selected that's going to neck that beverage for us?
It's actually Kinovac's dad. He's here. He really supports it. He's here for his son. So he's about to just scull out of the cup, actually.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Is he here for his son or is he here for the cup? We're not too sure. Maybe both.
He's here for the cup. I heard you had the big butcher in there in the studios today.
I think so. You know, we can't keep him from the field, so he's got to get some word in as well. Top quality player. But listen, Latho, we just want to say again, amazing performance. We're excited to see how you keep going on this season. But congratulations, and also first time beating Seattle. That must be very special for you and your team.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the first time since 2021 that they lost and didn't get a point as well. So again, it just shows the fortress that it is here, how hard it is to win here, and to win it in that fashion. Yeah, obviously very happy.
Well, thanks, Chris. Brilliant stuff. Appreciate your time.
Congrats. Latho. Great effort.
Hey, Butch, it's not for everyone, mate.
Here we go, the Old Mate Trophy gearing up here. We got Jake Kinovac's father that's going to step up for Chicago. Well, no, we've got someone else coming in, yeah. Excuse me, here we go, to the races. Phenomenal effort. The Supporters Trophy.
He's like, hand it over. Let me show you how it's done.
Wonderful scenes here. Chicago Hounds retain the Old Mate Supporters Trophy. They took it off California and managed to retain it against the Free Jacks and now against Seattle. I'd like to get my hands on that trophy at some point. Well done. Congratulations on and off the field. Sublime today. Let's take a look at some of the stats from today's game.
Can't wait to see these, Dallin. I mean, almost equal in carries. Surprisingly, Seattle with more carries, and that was probably that late effort in the game. The clean breaks, that was especially early on from Chicago. Defenders beaten once again. That was way blown out until Seattle started playing the rugby that they can. And then the tackles almost even, quite surprised. But there we go. Seattle really brought it home in the end and leveled things up a bit.
Well, Mark, it's been brilliant to team up with you, my friend. Such a pleasure. And what a great game for us to be on as well.
Likewise, Dallin. Great call, great game, exciting stuff. And, well, who's going to stop the Hounds?
Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Globant, the official digital transformation partner of Major League Rugby. When technology meets passion, anything can happen. From Mark Sabina and entire crew, I'm Dallin Stafford saying thanks for watching Major League Rugby. Be safe out there, and we'll see you soon. You sleek sensations.
To put out a performance that our fans, family and our supporters could be really proud of.
Unscripted, unfiltered, unapologetic, united. Major League Rugby.